Much-needed and much-welcome diversion. The NFL is back. Here we go, week one. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no run back on this one, so the new season will begin at the 25-yard line. Gets around him. He'll have a first down past the 40. And past the... before he's out of bounds.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Las Vegas.
Let's do this.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another first and 10. And now he'll tuck it and run. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. 16 more on that one and another first down.
A gain of 16 yards. And a Raider first down.
So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 41. On the option, here's Drake. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. This drive starts with 2 steps forward and now 1 back. A pair of first downs, and here a loss of yardage. He's going to be brought down by the face mask. Here come the flags. This is going to get him a first down. Officials so cognizant of that call nowadays, but that one looked pretty easy.
Yeah, you're right. They took out of their hands having to wonder whether it's a 5-yard or a 15-yard, inadvertent or not. Now, it's a lot easier. You see it, you call it.
So now factoring in the face mask, here's first and 10. On the give, this is their fullback. And he'll be taken down at the 34. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be second and 8.
Now that's the defense that they were looking for, being able to get extra bodies to the point of attack to deal with the big guy carrying the ball. You really don't want to be in a position where it's a one-on-one tackle with him.
Second and 8 coming up. They'll try to throw now. Mariota rolling to his right. Reception here by Ruggs. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Stepping up, he'll try and run. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. 2 yards the gain on the keeper, and it's second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Mariota to throw it this time. He'll set up the screen to Drake. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. play action. Mariota. Flush to his right. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And he returns it here to his own 18-yard line.
No doubt a very disappointing end to what was a pretty strong opening drive.
They had 3 points in their back pocket. It was there for them. If you don't like what you see, just throw it away. Make sure you get those points on the board. Don't get too greedy. He forced it there. You saw the end result.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And he'll go down just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. A gain of 6 there on first.
One thing we do know, he's going to get his catches. So as they move forward defensively, focus on not giving up the big play when he does catch the ball in the secondary.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now Darnold. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 42. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line.
So a pretty shaky start here for both sides.
Yeah, each quarterback's throwing a ball to the other team. Do you think on both sidelines they're sitting them down and saying, okay, remember, this is the color jersey we're wearing. They're wearing the other color. Let's make sure we get it to our guys, please.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be second down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Jacobs now. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
Gain on the play brings up 3rd down.
Chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Nothing doing on 2nd and 3rd down after that 9-yard gain on first.
A 51-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage.
Raiders 3.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, only gave up 3 points off of that, so it shouldn't be a difficult hole to overcome.
It really shouldn't, as long as they're not listening to the chatter coming from the other side, because when you throw a pick, look, I know defensive backs, they have a tendency to be a little bit loud after they take one away, but they also have a tendency to gamble a little bit more, thinking they'll get a second one. Maybe they can take advantage of that with some double moves.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
And there's Christian McCaffrey with another run CMC as he's known in the Carolina area. Easily the most productive running back in the league last season. 2,392 yards from scrimmage. He's just so dangerous every time he gets the football. Whether you hand it to him, throw it to him out of the backfield, just imagine if they had the guts to let him return kicks as well. This guy is a true triple threat.
And that one falls incomplete. Looked like he might have had position there, but he couldn't hold on, and it's second down. Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
He's definitely tough to get down. We just saw it right there. But how about what we did see? Pursuit, wrap up, and then the big finish with the tackle.
pressure, and he'll go down. They'll sack him on what ought to be the final play of this first quarter.
3-0 after 1 on EA Sports.
Joey Sly for the Panther field goal. A 46-yard attempt.
And his kick is good. And that will tie us at 3-3. So a good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down.
Mariota on the keeper.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 19 yards the pickup there. Move the chains.
Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. Well, for that being an option play, there really weren't too many options available for him, were there?
No, there weren't, and at least he was able to get back to the line of scrimmage, so he didn't lose anything, but you're exactly right, nowhere to go.
Play fake. Mariota.
And he's got the hook up to Ruggs.
And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. 22 yards there, a first down.
First down.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
A first down throw for Mariota. It's brought in complete. It's John Brown. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. They'll wind up losing 3 yards here. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 13. They'll roll him out right. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
He was under duress, surveying, trying to find somebody to get the ball out of his hands. In the meantime, the defense, they took it out of his hands.
And when the ball snapped, I know exactly what the defense is thinking. Get a sack, put him on the ground. But when you can also knock the ball free while doing so, oh, there's the bonus for you as a defender.
Eluding the pressure right. That's caught. It's Dan Arnold, the tight end. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. 16 yards right off the bat and a first down.
1st and 10 at the 45-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold.
He's going to drop this down to McCaffrey.
And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, 55 yards. And the Panthers have taken the lead. Well, he's used to running it that distance. Here he had to catch it, too, before making the run. Heck of a play for the score.
There's not many things better for an offense than a back who is a complete guy, who can run it and catch it. And we just saw him complete a big-time play for a touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time the turnover on the fumble, and they were in enemy territory, so that had to be very frustrating. Down on the scoreboard here, can't do it again.
You nailed every part of what was frustrating. Down on the scoreboard, had a drive going, had pushed it past the 50-yard line, so they thought they were in striking distance, and to come away with nothing, not a good feeling at all, to put it mildly. Now they can't afford to do that again.
Yeah, now can they get that bad taste out of their mouth here? Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Stepping up, he's going to keep it. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Only a yard there on the keeper, and that's going to leave him with a 3rd down.
And it's 3rd down.
Working out of the gun, Mariota. It comes, and he lost the football. Mariota had it jarred loose, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And great field position coming up in the red zone at the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. A solid pickup of 12 yards, and now they're knocking on the door.
1st and goal at the 5-yard line.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. He's got it for a Panther touchdown. DJ Moore there to make the grab. And the Panthers are able to grow their lead. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the 2nd quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the 1st quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the 2nd. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
The point after is good. And the lead is now 17-3.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, punt the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this 1st half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes, we'll again head down to visit with Jonathan Coachman in Orlando, back for another year. He'll have scores from around the NFL here on this opening weekend. And he's got some, and I think the ball's out, and it's picked up by the Panthers. And he takes it into the end zone. It's a fumble recovery and a touchdown for the Panthers.
This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return.
Taken in the end zone.
The Raiders take over 1st and 10. Yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they weren't on the sidelines for long, but I'll tell you what, I'm glad you and I weren't down there. We could hear them, the coaches from all the way up here. They were adamant, you've got to hold on to the football or else we have no hope.
Yeah, it's easy for me to laugh sitting up here, but you're exactly right. If we were down there, that message would have been received a whole different way. Because turnovers, they've been a big problem for them. Got to take care of the football. Got to hold on to it.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. From the shotgun, it's Mariota. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments.
And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Hunter Renfrow.
39 yards. And the Raiders get a score closer.
Daniel Carlson on.
And correct me if I'm wrong, that was just a simple fly route, wasn't it?
No, there's nothing to correct at all. You've got it down pat. And I just remember as a player, when I'd be in practice sessions and I'd hear 9 from the receivers, that meant fly route, go, look out. That was the 9, and he just kept going all the way into the end zone for the touchdown.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10. At their own.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They are clicking on all cylinders. They seem to be just scoring at will right now, and that's why they've opened up this big lead.
You know, we always talk about getting into the zone, and all athletes are seeking that, aren't they? Where everything is working for them. Every move they make works. It clicks, and they are on point right now.
Yeah, they are in that zone that you're talking about. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. A boost here to start the drive. After the penalty, it's 1st and 5. Back to throw, Darnold. Flushed out right. Finds the open target, Arnold. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half.
49-yard line.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse.
And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half. Faking the give, Darnold. And the pressure gets to him again. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down. Went backwards. It's 3rd and very long. And he won't be close to a first down as he runs into a wall right around the line of scrimmage. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half.
On is the punter, Charlton, now as he's able to get this one away.
A 40-yard punt, no return. And the Raiders will take over now 1st and 10.
At their own 18-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. You're under 30 seconds to go. Field position not great. Time to call it a half, wouldn't you say?
Well, you know we all have that little extra gene that says let's push the envelope a little bit, right? What needs to be going through the play caller's mind right now, a potential fumbled snap that can get returned, a strip sack that can get returned, right? Any of those types of plays, that should be a deterrent to calling something that could get you in big trouble.
And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it, and it took the ball off course. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down.
54, check, block 54, go, go.
From the gun, Mariota. That's caught by Waller out left side.
Mariota.
They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Final play of the half here, Mariota. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
We'll see if week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. Taken about 7 yards deep, and he will not bring it out. To touchback. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
To throw is Darnold. Trying to get it to Anderson, but it's intercepted. Rasul Douglas picks it. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score.
It goes without saying, but I'm going to say it anyway. That's a ball he would like to have back, and it lands right in the lap of the defender from there. He doesn't have very far to go before he gets to the end zone, and he got there in a hurry.
And he'll bang that one through.
Makes the score Panthers 24, Raiders 17.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Panthers take over first down.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. They'll try to get the running game going with McCaffrey. McCaffrey with a first down and more as they finally wrangle him in at the 48. 23 yards on the pickup there and a first. So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield.
At the 48-yard line.
Darnold from the gun. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run.
And there's a catch by Christian McCaffrey, and he plays a huge role in the passing attack. He's caught over 100 passes each of the last 2 years, so he is a defense's nightmare because how do you identify him before the snap on every play? Is he a running back? Is he a receiver? Do you guard him with a defensive back, a linebacker? Whatever you do, he tends to have the answer himself and ends up making big plays.
Give him back-to-back catches now. That one for 16 and another first down.
First and 10 at the 15-yard line.
Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina.
Joey Slaughter.
A 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Panthers add on to their lead.
No lead safe in the new NFL, but this score is really going to give them some needed breathing room.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead now up to 14.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Raiders take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things work well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Throwing is Mariota. Got his connection complete to Ruggs. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. That was no 3rd and 2. That was 3rd and 16, but they get the conversion anyway. Off the play fake, Mariota. And he was hit as he threw it there, and it forces it incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
2nd and 10, 3rd quarter of the season opener.
Here we go, D. All day, defense, all day. All day. 36, 36.
And the play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back near the 40 at the 39. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
I see a shake of the head as he gets up, and you've got to imagine he's thinking, guys, you got to help me out. He's hoping his team can read his thoughts because he definitely needs some assistance.
On 3rd down, Mariota. And that is incomplete.
Let's face it, if you want to get back into the game, these are the kind of throws you got to hit. He's wide open right there. Got to be able to get it to him, don't you think?
And those are the throws that haven't been available to them every time he's dropped a pass. Yeah, that's a big miss. And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Taking it about the 16. Spins by. It's a 42-yard punt, but 8 on the return. And the Panthers will take over now, 1st and 10.
At their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the 3rd quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
94, I'm coming up to you.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Back in the 1st quarter, you said it, they need to avoid the big play, but he just got a big one right there.
You can't relax. You know, we talked about in the 1st quarter, but as the game progresses, still opportunities, and he took advantage of one there.
Let's go, V, let's go. Hey, let's get there. 44 at the mark.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And Darnold going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. Picked by Nick Kwiatkowski. Accelerating, and off he goes. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20. How about the big boys snagging one? You don't see that every week.
No, you don't, but a lot of them are just reliving their old dreams, going back to when they were in youth football and in high school. They didn't always play defensive line. Some of them actually handled the football, and you can see the flashback when he grabbed that one.
And he'll take this down for about 4 yards, down to the 15.
Jacobs, the ball carrier.
I like the call. Inside the red zone, running the toss. Why? They want to get to the edges. They want to see if guys who don't normally make a lot of tackles are willing to actually do that. That usually means the guy's in the cornerback position.
To throw on 2nd and 6. Mariota. Quick hitter here. It's complete. That one good for the completion percentage, but no gain. It'll be 3rd down. They haven't made much of this great starting field position they had. Here's 3rd and 6. Mariota to throw it toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
For Henry Ruggs, incomplete. Breaks up 4th down.
So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today.
A 32-yard attempt.
Carlson able to put this one through. And that is going to do it for this 3rd quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Carlson now to kick this one away. This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking 1st downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, 1st downs, they can't touch the ball.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for Carolina. 57 yards. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Darnold now to throw. Pass incomplete, but the flag in the backfield, and this might be a roughing call. They're down here in the 4th, and that personal foul penalty is not going to help.
No, in these types of situations, players will tell you that's extra intensity. From where we sit, it's actually frustration. Not a good play.
So a critical mistake, roughing the passer. Now it's 1st and goal. McCaffrey following the penalty. And he will take it across for a Panthers touchdown. Christian McCaffrey. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
Is good.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken about 7 yards deep. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they knew coming in that this would be a tough place to go in and win a season opener. But this has just been a performance, to be frank, not to be proud of here as they trail big in this 4th quarter. Mariota on 1st down. And incomplete as he was knocked as he threw it. And it took the ball off course.
The scoreboard tells the story for him, a little bit bleak, and while it's not quite desperation time yet, it's definitely getting close, but the defense reads the scoreboard as well. They're going to back up and make them really earn it.
On second down, Mariota again. And he fires one that's intercepted. Buda Baker with a pick. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick six for a Panther touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. Sly on for the extra point. And they open the lead up now to 25 points.
Makes the score Panthers 45, Raiders 20.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. Taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25.
25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And you can sort of sense their dejection. That last pick six put the icing on the cake, so to speak, in what has been a rough go for them. The drive will start with an option going left. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1 yard gain up to the 26. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Now Mariota.
6-yard line.
The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down.
So if we recount real quick, he had the touchdown earlier, and now he comes up with the sack here. No doubt about it, he's having himself a game.
The Raiders on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be a tough 3rd and 18. Mariota. He uncorks it for Snead. And incomplete. A disappointing drop there defensively by the rookie. And now 4th down.
That incompletion is not a surprise with the way that this one has gone, and the frustration, the body language is evident everywhere. This team, they've really been put through the ringer in this one.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Desperation time. Mariota on 4th down. And he's got the hook up to Ruggs. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Henry Ruggs with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And the Raiders make some inroads here on that deficit.
All you hear from coaches and personnel directors in the NFL, how difficult it is for a rookie receiver to have an impact on the game. So much to learn, so much offense to absorb. Looks like he's picking it up pretty well.
I would say so. And how about that for your first career NFL touchdown?
I don't know that he envisioned it quite that way, but if he was smart, he probably dreamed about it a little bit.
And he will get into the end zone to shave 2 more points off the deficit.
Raiders 28. Daniel Carlson to kick off for the Raiders.
Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson.
Fair catch made at the 25-yard line. The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And this is really the start to the season that you're hoping for if you're a coach or a player. They've got the big lead here in the 4th quarter. And now can really take some time off the clock. Give them 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3rd and 5.
be scared.
From the gun on third down, here's Darnold. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a fourth pick of the game. And now fourth down. Here's the Panthers punter now. 44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. So a change of possession here on the punt. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Even though they were able to force the punt defensively, still a big hole to climb out of, especially at this late stage of the contest. Mariota now to throw on first down. Forced out to his left. Got an open man. It's Ruggs. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot, 18 yards. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Henry Ruggs, the intended receiver, but it'll be second down. Another incomplete pass there. What do you take from this game offensively?
Well, you know it's tough to really analyze for them because it is a team game, right? And let's be honest, though. The defense did them no favors in this one at all. Offense actually moved the ball. So, bottom line, film session, defense, it's going to be a real tough one for them. Offense, they'll get a little bit of praise.
Here now is 2nd and 10, again from the 41. On second down, here's a keeper by the QB. Now a quick throw out wide to Ruggs. And he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. To the air again, Mariota. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on fourth down. They're going for it. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And it is incomplete. Boy, it looked like he had it and dropped it. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position.
Play is a turnover on down.
Right there, 54, right there, 54 Mike. Coming.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. Now, he stepped around one man, but he'll only wind up getting about 1 yard. Second down.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got 1 yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Again, they run. Again, it's McCaffrey. He's got the first down here inside the 30. And he'll be taken down at the 26. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season, tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
Coming up on the final 2.5 minutes. And boy, has it been fun to watch this offense operate. Quite the display, and now they look to polish it off.
Mike 54. Hey, we got to get this stop here, D. Switch. Check it out.
And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. They'll run with McCaffrey. Oh, he sheds himself free. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey with now 3 Week 1 touchdowns. And the Panthers add on to their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at Week 1, oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in Week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want, but there carries a little extra pressure with that as well because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, 2 sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense. That didn't happen on the last possession. This is a chance for them to pick themselves back up and help their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover. So it's Raider football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. He's going to let it fly. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off near the 42. And he will take this all the way down to the 38-yard line. Well, it wasn't always pretty, but the interception there, that means that they should get out of here with a victory.
Yeah, this is not a game that they're going to preserve for posterity on defense. But they did finish it off, didn't they? They did make the winning play to close things out. They'll take that one and head to the locker room.
McCaffrey. And he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Calling a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
I have to chuckle to myself a little bit, Brandon, because right now I could be in that huddle with that offensive line. I know exactly what they're saying. If you call a pass play here, we're going to call a timeout. Run the football. We've got control of this thing. Get him behind us and let's go.
Their time to shine. 6 yards the pick up, and that's a 1st down.
10 at the 27-yard line.
A play fake, and it's Darnold. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. This is McCaffrey. It's a gain of 7 on the carry, but they'll need to double that here. It's 3rd and 14. Now the Raiders going to go ahead and use the 2nd of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And this will not get close to the 1st down marker as he's brought down at the 26. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock's going to stop with 47 seconds to go in the 4th. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They snap it. They're going for it. Here's Darnold. Darnold
gets the football. But fortunately, a Panther was able to get on this, so Carolina keeps the ball. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off near the 34. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown. Defensively, they've had their way in this one. That pick 6 makes that scoreboard even more lopsided.
I remember talking with a guy in the league, and I said, what do you do when the game's like this? You know, it's pretty much over. You ready to go to the bench and hang out? He said, oh, heck no. I want to stay on the field. I might get some stats. I might get a pick or two.
You like being out there at the end of these wide margins.
When they have to throw it, that gives you more opportunities to go get it.
Extra point right down the middle, and that will extend this big lead.
Joey Slide.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. Fielded near the back of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They are just obviously getting shellacked here in this one, Charles. What's the message if you're a coach for this final drive in a lopsided game like this?
For a lot of coaches,
be honest. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just one remaining in this 4th quarter of play. On 2nd down, it's Jacobs. And he'll be taken down at the 20 after a gain of just 1. Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. It'll be their 3rd and final timeout, so as they talk things over, we'll step aside. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he goes nowhere. He'll lose yardage back at the 17.
There's no question that coming into this game, this defense was pretty vocal about its desire to take this running back out of his game. And all that pregame whooping has turned into results.
One last shot now for Mariota. And now here is another interception. Picked up by the rookie Jeremy Chin. And that will write a finish to this ball game. Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Carolina, it's a fantastic start as they roll to a blowout victory.